Hi, it's Mike Gorsko with ProAct up here in windy Idaho doing another Source Live. I'm here with Brian Wada from Wada Farms. Can you tell us what the challenges were this year?
You know, growing in southeast Idaho, it's a great place to live. It's a great place to grow potatoes. This year we had a pretty decent growing season. It was a little bit shorter than normal, and so, but that's not always a bad thing. The potatoes, because of that shorter growing season, I think will have a little bit more vigor to them. Maybe a little bit challenges towards the tail end of the season with size profiles, but beyond that, I'm hoping we have a good crop this year.
Great. And talking about size profile, what do you think the profile is going to look like for this season?
You know, I think for the first half of the year, we're going to have some pretty decent large size potatoes available. Towards the second half of the year, as we always see, you'll see size profiles go down as we shift from our sandier fields to the longer storing, heavier fields.
And maybe you can talk a little bit about the Russet Norkotah versus the Russet Burbank.
Okay. The advantage of a Norkotah is that you get a little bit better yield, typically a little bit better size. It's a little bit cheaper to raise, frankly. It comes on a lot earlier and is more stable coming straight out of the field. And so that's why we begin with the Russet Norkotah. Then we get to the Russet Burbank, and really that is where Idaho has made its name. A Russet Burbank has a higher solid content, and as such, especially when you're talking frying applications, that's where you really see the advantages of that higher solid. So typically we will run Norkotahs right out of the field starting in August, and we'll try finishing them up around February. And again, those are an earlier storing potato. Then we like to transfer it to the Burbanks because they will store later, and frankly, they're a superior variety to the Norkotah in our opinion. On our red and yellow potatoes, we'll be able to start those again out of the field around the middle of August, and our current storage window on those will run through around the beginning of May.
Wonderful. Hey Brian, can you talk a little bit about labor challenges here in Idaho?
Absolutely. You know, we've had a fairly stable workforce over the years. We've been around for a long time. Our core group is pretty steady. We were able to celebrate a Years in Service award with one of our farm guys of 45 years.
Wow, that's
and he's
wonderful.
Still going strong. Having said that though, times like now with harvest, you know, we hire up a lot of people to help bring the crop in, and that is getting challenging. On the packing side, again, that's getting challenging as well. And so we're trying to automate where we can. We're trying to, you know, pick and choose where we grow potatoes, and only grow potatoes on the best ground, and stay away from the more marginal ground. Part of that is economics, and part of it is labor driven as well.
Hey Brian, we just came from your packing facility, and I know you're working with retail, wholesale, food service. Tell us a little bit about the complexity of that.
Our packing operation, as well as our growing operation, is fairly complex. It was a lot easier when we only grew Russet Burbanks or Russet Norkotahs. Now I'm raising currently around 30 different varieties of potatoes, and they all fill a different niche. You know, in a world where the potato consumption has its challenges and home cooking opportunities are reducing, we want to make sure that we can grow and pack just about anything a customer like yourself or end customers are going to want.
Great. We appreciate the partnership with Wada Farms, and if you guys have any questions, please call myself at ProAct.